All right, here we go. Postgame live. Tuesday night, Knicks. You can't win them all, man. Knicks go down in the D. 115, 108. It's cold in the D tonight. Win streak snapped at 3. Can't win them all, man. But let's hear what you guys have to say. Call us up, 657-383-1509. Let us know what you thought about the game. I know a lot of you want to talk about Frank. You want to talk about the return of Dotson. You want to talk about Kevin Knox. You guys want to talk about Markelle Fultz. I've been hearing a lot about this Markelle Fultz trade, Knicks Nation. So we got a lot to do. Jay Ellis is back. Let's get into it right now.
KnicksFanTV. Y'all watching KnicksFanTV.
All right, bro.
Post game live. CP from the KnicksFanTV. My man Jay Ellis from the Nick of Time show. If this is your first time on the channel and you're a diehard Knicks fan, smash that subscribe button below or hit that follow wherever you're watching us from. We do these every night after every game. This is a post-game live for the fans, by the fans, where we give you our takeaways and get your takeaways over the phone or through the YouTube chats, Facebook, Twitch, whatever, Twitter, wherever you guys are watching, man. Jay Ellis, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm alive. I sat and watched that boring-ass game.
This was a tough one, man. This was a tough one to get through, man.
Yeah,
you know?
man.
Coming off of Sunday's high, this we come crashing down on our faces.
Yeah, man. I saw the feed for the Sunday show. I was like, oh man, this is lit over
Yo,
here.
Sunday's show was going. We had like 500 people in here. We had people saying the P word, talking playoffs. We had Moutier for president. It was crazy, man. Knicks fans was going crazy, man. Knicks fans are going crazy, man. But back to reality. We go into Detroit. Seemingly, sometimes it seemed like those early Detroit games are just tough W's, man. I don't remember the last good win that we had in Detroit.
Is it a weird time thing that's happening?
Yeah, I don't know, man. For some reason, we just can't. We always have bitter losses in Detroit, but nevertheless, it just seemed like the rims had brick cylinders all over it. We couldn't hit the broadside of a barn all game, basically.
That's a fact.
You know
how many bunnies we missed? We missed a lot of shots right at the rim.
Yeah.
Tim Hardaway missed. Cancer. A lot of shots right at the rim. I don't know what's happening.
A lot of shots at the rim, man. And, of course, no answer for the big guys. Blake killed us. 30 points for Blake Griffin tonight. DeAndre, not so much. But, our bigs got into foul trouble early. Vonleh got into foul trouble early. Money Mitch ends up fouling out within 16 minutes. Obviously, rookie mistakes. We knew that was going to be one of Mitch's downfalls. Hazonia, I believe Hazonia ends up fouling out early. I don't know why they had him on Blake Griffin so much in the second half, but
because we have any big men left.
We had no big men. Do we got to call ISO Luka from the G League to guard some people, man?
Yo, I was thinking that once we started finding out every big man we had on the roster, I was like, damn, call Luke.
Call Luke. Somebody get Luke on the phone. We need ISO Luke over here.
Get him on the phone, man. We ran out of big men.
Oh my God, we ran out of big men, man. So it wasn't our night. It wasn't our night tonight. It was one of those nights. But on the positive side, we saw some good play from ISO. Yeah. 24 points, solid play from ISO from end to end. Never quit, never bailed on us. And
damn near triple-double over there.
Yeah. Solid play from ISO. And what do you know? The return of Dotson right on cue.
God damn it.
They were calling for... Yo, did you come up with that free dot phrase?
Yeah, that was me.
Yo, you better talk to some people, man. I've been seeing a lot of people leveraging that free dot phrase, man.
Yeah, I was the first one to say free dot. It wasn't even this season. I was saying it since last season on my Nick of Time
Facts.
And I've been saying it on my IG. And I've been saying it on Postgame Live. It's catching on. I saw people hashtagging it like they came up with it, dog. I came up with it last year, dog.
Yeah. Credit Jay Ellis. Whenever you see that free Dotson, give credit to the Nick of Time show or pay the tax. But anyway, listen, I say that to say shout out to Dotson Because once again, no matter how much time off he gets, no matter how much minutes he gets the most out of his minutes, and he shows up prepared and ready to go. 17 points tonight off the bench for Dotson.
Stay ready so you don't got to get ready, man. Stay ready so you don't got to get ready. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting for Fizz to realize this guy has been doing more with less minutes than Mario. I don't understand what the holdup is. The only thing I can think of is they gave Mario a shot and they felt like guilty because we signed him and he didn't pick the Portland Trailblazers. So we just figured, you know what? Just give him some minutes and see what happens.
Yeah.
Because to me, like I read some half-ass excuse why he was getting more minutes, and he said it's because he was playing on the defensive end. Dog.
That's what I was gonna say.
Dotson's been playing defense all season long.
I said
he didn't have the coaching to play defense. That didn't make no sense.
When I read that, and like you said, you know, if it's a case where we're gonna play Mario because we have, you know, we want to see, okay, experiment. I got it. All right, play him. You know, we got nothing to play for. Go ahead and see what you can get out of him. But then to come out and say he's been getting good minutes because he's playing defense. I said, no. I had to put my imaginary glasses on and pay complete attention tonight to see what the hype was about on the defensive end.
Dog,
you know what I'm saying?
Where's the data on that? I don't know what the numbers are, but I guarantee if you put Dot's defensive rating up against Mario's defensive rating, I guarantee you Dot will blow him out the water.
I didn't see it, man.
Whose man? Yo, whose man is that, man? Yo, I said whose man is that to you too. I saw everything. Whose man is that, man?
I didn't see that, man. I didn't see it.
What was that?
I didn't see it, man. But hey, listen.
Man, I like Fizz.
I'm not the coach. I'm not in practice, but you know, that was a little stretch. That was a little Lance Thomas, Draymond Green comparison. You know what I mean? It was on that level of reaching a little bit. To me. But I like Fizz.
That was Reed.
You know what I mean?
That's a Fantastic Four.
That was like a Lance Thomas is our Draymond Green type of comment. Like, come on, Fizz. Come on, son.
Come on, son.
Come on, son.
Yeah, bring that back.
You bring that, reel it in, Fizz. Reel it in, man. You know, reel it in. You know. But yeah, you know what? I think Dotson will get his he will get his shot. The thing with Dotson though, here's the thing with Dotson. I think the Hazonia thing is a non-issue with him. But where I do think this is gonna get interesting is when Courtney Lee comes back.
Yeah.
Because not only is Dotson's minutes, you know, a lot of guys' minutes are gonna get impacted by this looming Courtney Lee return. You know what I'm saying?
He has to be moved, man.
He's got to get moved. And you know, we'll talk about the Fultz stuff later and how Courtney Lee might impact that. But you know, the Courtney Lee return is going to impact Dotson's minutes just like it did last year. And you know, Berman comes out with an article yesterday talking about Dotson could be a potential trade candidate.
No.
Which I'm not happy about. You know,
that's speculation. No, that's the other thing.
I think it's speculation.
I think it's speculation at this point. People are calling in asking for Dot, but are Knicks taking the calls? That's two different things. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
proceed.
Yeah, I hope not. You know, and shout out to Berman. You know, but when he says these things about the sources, so and so, you know, you take it with a little grain of salt. You know what I'm saying? But he does bring an interesting point in that, and similar case with Philly and Fultz in that, you know, Dotson's player option, it has to be considered, you know, and with us wanting to shed salary, you know, we may or may not pick that option up with Dotson. You know, that's a realistic concern, picking up his fourth year option. So
that'd be a huge mistake, man.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree. A third-year option, sorry. I agree. But, you know, it's something to be considered, man. We've got to watch this trade deadline and how it's going to impact the team, man. Because similar to, you know, what Donnie Walsh had to do in that summer of LeBron when he went chasing after the max deals, you know, you might have to say goodbye to some players, man. Dotson might, you know, never say never, but Dotson could be on the chopping block, man. You never know.
If a max deal is on the table, then definitely some of these players aren't going to be here who's actually producing.
Yeah.
It's going to be hard to fill out our team at that point, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
If we get that max deal, these productive players that are young guys are gonna be hard to keep. Like the Lays might be hard to keep. Like the Dotsons, like because we're gonna have they're gonna have competition. It's not gonna just be us.
That's the thing. You know, these guys, as long as they're playing well, especially like a Von Lay, their markets are gonna be in demand. They're gonna be in demand. You know, and they might be plan C on our list, but to another team it might be a plan B. And while we sit around and wait for, you know, the KDs to come in for a meeting, or, you know, the Kawhis to maybe come in for a meeting, you know, some guys, we might lose some guys. That's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah, that's crazy because we have a lot of guys on 1 year. We can lose half our roster next year.
Yeah. Facts. But that's a conversation for later on. We just, you know, just all talking about the whole Dotson thing, you know, we got wrapped up in that convo. But shout out to everybody in the chat. Hey, listen, it's a tough loss, man. Before we get to the phones, let me shout out everybody in the chat who's in here. Panda Bear, shout out Panda Bear, Big Shaq, Robert Paris, what's going on? Nick Reyes, Josh Nurse, Reaper Man. I saw ISO's on in the building. Shout out Markelle Trier, CP the artist, my guy CP, what's going on? It's my little brother. They call me Tack all the way from Hawaii. Who you want to shout out, JLs?
We got Anthony Howell in here in Periscope.
Okay, shout out Anthony.
Yeah, Adam Phelps over here. Efren Lopez holding out my chat.
Okay. All right.
None of my usuals are here today. What's up?
It'll fill out, man. You know how it goes, man. It's a tough loss.
I know how it goes. I know. Yeah, they did
you know,
press.
it's a boring game, tough loss. Yeah. Tonight it's gonna be a cold night for us. But hey, listen, man, we always here talking Knicks, man.
Yo, what was up with the Blake Griffin? Yo, I've been wanting to pick at the refs though.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin, right? Knicks decide they're not going to double Blake Griffin. They're gonna go 1-on-1 all night. I can see Fizz right now saying, you know, they want to learn, they want to have him teach and learn the lessons how to play basic 1-on-1 post defense. Dog, the way the refs were calling fouls for Blake Griffin was ridiculous, man.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You whisper on him, it's a foul, man.
If you breathe Blake Griffin's air, they call the foul on you, dog. It's like
that's
you breathe.
A fact.
It's like what the like half of the team players that got fouled out or damn near fouled out was. Half of the fouls was some ticky-tack stuff, man. Even Mitch. I feel like Mitch went off the hook later on in the game, and he got frustrated. Those early Mitch fouls, I don't feel like those were really fouls. Later in the game, yes. But those early Mitch fouls, with the exception of maybe one on Blake, was like some Bulldog. I didn't understand what the hell was that. The Mario fouls, too. Like, there was a bunch of really questionable calls.
Yeah, the calls are highly questionable, man. Highly questionable. You know, Mitch. I feel like Mitch continues to get those ticky tacks. You know, those rookie fouls. You know what I'm saying?
The rookie tax.
Yeah, the rookie tax. The rookie tax. You know, they taxed him, man. They taxed him. But you know, points in the paint. They doubled us up in points in the paint, 58-38.
Yep.
You know that wasn't all that great, but you know, that's just how the cookie crumbles sometimes, man. We can't win them all. But let's get to the phones. Let's go to Julian was first. He wants to talk about Dotson and why Dot isn't playing more. Julian, what's going on, bro?
What's going on, fellas? Tough loss.
Tough one, man. You can't win them all, you know?
Yeah, I mean, look, Wise, like, I want to give Hezonja a chance. I really do. I like the guy. I think he has some talent. I want him to succeed, but we've seen 5 games of him getting extensive minutes, and he hasn't done anything. And Dotson, in my opinion, is our best two-way player, and it's not even close. Like it's not.
Talk him. Tell him.
So it's really not a competition. So you throw in Dot for one game tonight, and he goes 17 points, 6 for 8, 3 of 3 from downtown. And we know what we have in him. We know who he is. We know he's consistent, and we know he's a good defender. So I don't know why we would consider trading him. And, you know, tonight I think it was a big kick in the face when it comes to a reality check.
Yeah.
And, you know, anyone saying the P word, we gotta end that talk right now.
Gotta dial it back, man.
In my opinion, we should. Yeah. We should have 2 screens right now. In my opinion, we should be watching Postgame Live, we should be watching the Indiana Duke game. That's what we should be doing right now.
Who's winning right now? Who's winning the game?
I believe Duke is up.
Okay.
So yeah, but no, I mean that kid Langford, he's something.
I gotta watch
ridiculous.
him, man. I gotta watch him. And Knicks Film School did a write up on Romeo Langford. I gotta check that out and also watch some more tape on him.
Mhm. Yep. He's a very good player. If we can get our hands on him, we'll be a lucky team. But yeah, Dot, we freed him.
Yeah.
Now it's a matter of keeping him out of the jail cell, off the bench. He should be starting every night, in my opinion. And also, one more thing.
Yeah.
I think the refs, like, they were making love to their whistles tonight, bro. The calls were ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
The whistles were like, I don't know what they were. So, like, they must have been in love with their whistles. They were blowing everything. Like, you take a sniff of Blake Griffin's hair, and you're done. You're out of there.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, you're done.
It was ridiculous.
Michael Jordan didn't get those calls. Michael Jordan never got those calls. LeBron never gets those calls.
Yeah.
Those were some of the most ridiculous calls I've seen in my whole life.
Yeah, we had no chance. With Vonleh getting into early trouble and Mitch fouling out, we had no shot. We had no shot. They killed us.
That Spider-Man picture.
Yeah.
Y'all know that Spider-Man picture where it's like the two Spider-Mans looking at each other.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like Vonleh had one of those moments, except he was like he was a little Spider-Man and Blake was the big Spider-Man. They were still pointing at each other, but I think Vonleh can get to that one day, hopefully in the Knicks uniform. But thanks for the time, guys.
Hey, that's if he sticks around. All right, Julian, appreciate the call as usual, man. Julian was first in the queue. Shout out KnicksFanTV Dave screening the calls. Shout out everybody in the chat. What's going on? Yo, smash that thumbs up for your boys if you're a fan of the show and you like our show and you diehard Knicks fan. Smash that thumbs up for you. If you're new to the chat, just hit hashtag new in the chat so we can shout you guys out. Put hashtag new and where you checking in from. That's the typical custom in the post-game live show.
Word. Yo, at KD173, 7 for ISO Zo.
We do, man. ISO had a good game tonight. ISO had a good game, all things considered. The talk of G League for ISO is null and void. He is an NBA player, no doubt about it. And ISO had a good game tonight, man. 24 points, very efficient night. I thought he was tough on both ends, and that's ISO for you, man. That's ISO.
Yeah. Yo, not even just the 24, 10 rebounds, 7 assists.
Strong game for ISO, man. He had no quit in him, and ISO's a gamer, man. That's what you're seeing from him. ISO's just a gamer. He shows up every night, whether he plays well or not. And tonight he played well. I wish we would have gotten a win for him, but he's got no fear, like KR said. He's no fear Trier. That might be a new nickname for ISO, man. No fear Trier.
No fear Trier. Yeah, I've seen that somewhere. But yeah, definitely no fear, man. He almost kind of pulled a little bit of offset if it wasn't for the refs. He might have got something there. I don't know. Him and Dot kind of was 1-2 punching him for a little.
Him and Dot were going 1-2, man. Him and Dot were going 1-2. So shout out to ISO. CP the artist says he's a ball hog. I mean, CP, what more you want, man? Nobody else had it going. If Timmy doesn't have it going, we're doomed. You know what I'm saying? So,
look, we survived a few of these games with Timmy not even playing that well, dog. To be honest with you, Timmy hasn't been playing that well since Portland, dog. Like Timmy dropped 30 in Portland, and then he's been like,
Yeah, he dropped 22 tonight on like 9 of 20 something shooting.
Yeah, like he wasn't shooting that well. And then, like another game before that, he had like some timely buckets to help us win, but he hasn't had like a really good game since Portland.
Yeah, but no, I agree.
It's been other Knicks. It's been ISO. It's been Trey. It's been Vonleh. It's been Moutier. It's been those guys stepping it up for the last few games.
Hell yeah. All right, let's go back to the phones. Lan Ray from El Paso. He wants to talk about the game and if this is a tank season or not. Lan Ray, what's going on, man?
What's up, CPJ Ellis? How y'all doing, man?
How you doing, bro?
You good?
Yeah, man. Listen, it's a good game tonight. I mean, shots weren't.
Yeah, it wasn't a good game for
you
me,
can't
man.
win them
This
all,
was a
right?
terrible game, man. Ray, terrible game, man. Don't look at the score. Well, the score wasn't indicative of our play tonight. We couldn't hit the broadside of a barn, man.
Right. Well, I mean, I just thought like, a lot of shots didn't go in, but we had that 3-game winning streak, man. I knew we were going to lose tonight, but I guess I want to ask you guys because I started hearing playoffs, and like I said, anytime I start having hope in this team, man, I'm like, are we really playing for the playoffs? Or are we having a development tank like you guys always say? That's the first question. Second question is, I'm still not sold on like our point guard core, man. Like we only had 16 assists the whole game today. I mean, Trier is the only one with 7 assists. We got to do something there, man. And I don't know. Like I'm still like I'm not sold on Moutier. I mean, I know he's had a good string of games and stuff, but I need to see some consistency. Frank looks like he's just not interested. I don't know what's going on. What are you guys thinking? And then my last question would be, I don't really know how this whole lottery thing works. And do you think we're playing just for a high lottery pick, or what exactly do you think the team's doing?
Yeah.
All right, it's like a 5 point.
Yeah. He took it in 5 points. JL took it in 5 points. Well, I mean, I think overall JL is he wants to know what direction overall. I think his statement is what direction is this team going in. And I would say, first off, you can't get wrapped up in 3-game winning streaks. It's an 82-game season, right? Like it's a marathon, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So you can't get wrapped up when they win 3 games in a row. It's not indicative of what they're gonna do in the future. It's an up and down season. It's gonna be an up and down season, filled with more losses than wins, in my opinion. You know what I mean? And JL's, are they going for the tank? Are they not going for the tank? They're just going to play. It's a young, inexperienced team, lacking a lot of talent in a lot of ways, a lot of reclamation projects in a lot of ways. And so, no, I don't think they're intentionally tanking, but they're gonna play and try to develop these young players and see where they end up. What's your take, JL's?
Yes.
The reason why I asked that question, though, is because I really feel like that team is a 7 or 8 seed team if they really put their heart to it. I really honestly think so.
I'm not.
And
go ahead, JL's. Go ahead.
Here's what I say. I'm not. I'm holding judgment. I'm not saying we're not going to be a 7 to 8 seed. I'm not saying we're going to be a tank seed. I'm just holding judgment. I've seen some improvement over the last 3 games. I've seen even in this game, it seems like there's a lot of more control. There's a lot more deliberate offensive being run. Even though we don't even have a lot of offensive plays being run, I still feel like it seems like we're turning a corner a little bit on how we're playing the game and how we're attacking the offense. Now, I wish we passed the ball a lot more, like you said.
Yeah.
But I'm going to hold judgment if we can still keep up with these top teams going forward and keep those same habits that we've been
well, lastly, just to wrap up then, I know. Just to wrap up, the reason why I keep asking that, always looking about the direction, is because sometimes I feel like, are we going to San Antonio route like 99, 2000, or 98, 99, where they tank the whole season to get Duncan? Is that what we're trying to do? Or, like, it's just kind of hard. And then, you start reading, like, they're trying to trade Dotson. It's like your feelings are going to get hurt. You don't even want to get attached to some players because they might not even be there at the end of the year.
Well, they didn't say they were trying to trade Dotson. The headline said teams were calling to try to get Dotson. Right. There's a big difference.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. So we don't know if they're trading Dotson or not. And for all intents and purposes, I still believe this. Like TP said, this is a development tank right now. We're playing all the young guys first. I think that's why my theory is Courtney Lee wasn't even injured in my theory. I feel like they just wanted to play the young guys more.
Yeah.
And he's in the way of that.
Right. Yeah, it was an interesting injury with Courtney Lee, but yeah, nevertheless, he's on his way back. But the thing that Landry was saying with the players, I mean, listen, that's just the nature of the business, man. You can't get sentimental with this thing because some of these guys might be gone by the deadline. Some of these guys might be gone by the end of the season. It just is what it is. We got a roster of 13 men right now. And that's just what it is. Some guys are going to be here, JLs, and some guys are not. And with our future goals in mind, that's just what it is. We trying to shed salary cap as well.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Shed salary cap. We don't want the long contract.
You can't say that 5 times fast. Shed salary. Shed salary cap.
Shed.
Yo, JL's people in the chat filling the hat, man. People in the chat filling the hat, bro.
Oh, yeah, of course we can. Yo, if you want to get the hat, you know where to go. Best merch in the business, the Nick of Time Show /catalog, link in my description. This is a Nick of Time original, copy fitted. There's also Porzingis hoodies as well. If you want a Porzingis hoodie, just link in my description, the Nick of Time Show.com /catalog for your Porzingis fitted.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, actually, it's a snapback.
Oh, it's a snapback. What color is that? Black? What color is that?
It's black and white.
Okay. You got any other colors or just black and white right now?
Nah, yeah, right now it's black and white, but I'm gonna do I'm gonna do some other colors too, probably like a black and orange. The place didn't really have the blue I wanted it for, the blue and orange.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? So I have to keep looking for that. But right now I had the black and white, and it's probably gonna be a black and orange coming soon too.
So it's all about the aesthetics, JL. It's all about the aesthetics, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out everybody in the chat. Avery Hodge, new from the BX. What's going on, Avery? Who else we got? What other new people in here? We got Reaper Man says draft RJ Barrett. Okay.
All right.
Who else in here? Above the Rim, what's going on? Ari Rada, what's going on? They call me Texas. No tank for that. What's going on, Tank? We got a super chat in the building. Carlos Lisboa. Salute, Carlos. Appreciate the love. He says, I think ISO is our starting point guard. A lot of his play looks like Harden in his rookie season. Keep that.
Yeah, man.
I mean
yes. Bro. You both I mean,
yeah. I don't see ISO as the point guard yet, but listen, I don't think a lot of people saw James Harden as that either. Not to compare the two at this stage of their careers, but you never know. Once Harden linked up with D'Antoni, JLs, he's having an MVP year, MVP career.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it's really he's a passer. He's just not a willing passer.
Yeah.
Once he gets that will part going, then maybe he can be a point guard.
Yeah.
We've seen 7 assists from him tonight, which is pretty damn good. He goes long games without those though. So, but you know what? None of the other point guards on our team is passing really either. So.
Right. Exactly.
So I mean, he might fit right in.
Exactly. And for those of you in the chat, my guy Alex Collins, salute my guy Alex Collins all the way from Ireland. He's passing around a link for questions. If you guys have questions, sometimes we can't see them because the chat is moving so fast. So if you have specific questions for us, Alex Collins has submitted a link. Fill out the link, and I can see it on my end. I can read off some questions, and me and JLs can answer them. JLCP, the artist, says, who gets cut for ISO when the 45 days are up? And I think the 45 days are up next week. So it's doomsday for somebody. December
5th is the date to look out for. That is the date when we have to make a decision. Right now, you're hoping for a Courtney Lee trade.
Yeah.
That's what you're hoping for. But if that doesn't happen, it might be a Luke Cornett. But really, what it really needs to be is probably a Ron Baker, to be honest.
That's what I say, man.
It needs to be, but he makes $4 million, so you're not sure if that's going to be the decision. The only reason you would say Cornett is because he's worth $1 million. Even though like a night like tonight, when you're thinking, damn, maybe we would have been better to have a Cornett here instead of a Baker here because of all the foul trouble that's happening with the big men. It makes sense to have, in the depth chart, to have a Cornett here over Baker.
Yeah, especially this year, with Mitch he's not ready,
Yeah. Money chart is Baker over Garnett, so we'll see. We'll see how that goes.
Yeah. Let's see what happens. Appreciate the question. All right, let's go back to the phones. Jay Ellis, Landry, appreciate the call. Let's go to Patrick in Jersey. He wants to talk about the game overall. Patrick, what's going on, bro?
Yeah, what's up, guys?
How you doing, man?
Listen, my point is that, first of all, shout out to everybody. My point is that, as much as everybody was so excited about that coach when he first got hired, I think we a little bit over-exaggerated. Like, anytime the Knicks lose a game, we give them a credit, like, oh, they're young players, they're rookie, this and that, they have to learn. But yeah, at the same time, we see rookies who play hard, like in Boston, in Philadelphia, in Utah. All these players, there was a rookie, like only 2 a year apart. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
but Patrick, the thing is that you can't. And JL's correct me if I'm wrong. Like, we're too much with the instant gratification, man. We're too much with the instant gratification. Whether we knocking Frank, whether we knocking Knox, now we said it, JL's. When was the team gonna start? When was the fan base gonna start turning on Knox? They're starting to turn on him.
We know our fan base, dog.
It's starting to turn on him.
We know our fan base, dog. We said it was gonna turn on Fizz and Knox in the summer.
Yeah.
We said it in the summer.
You know what I mean? But Patrick, the whole point is this, Patrick, is like, you can't expect every rookie to play like Donovan Mitchell and Patrick, just do me a favor, turn down the TV. Patrick got us on the TV while he's on the phone, JL. You got to turn it down because it's an echo.
It's down.
I appreciate it. The point is, you can't expect every rookie to be Donovan Mitchell right away. You can't expect every rookie to play like Jason Tatum right away. We too much with the instant gratification. It's not just with basketball. It's with all sports. It's with society in general. We want everything now. We want Knicks postgame live now, but we need time to set up. It's just like that, JLs. You know what I'm saying?
Let them set up.
We got to set up.
Listen, I'm not saying that we need production 100% right away. I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that it's like, we lose a game today, a game that we should have won. Well, but it's like, if we all know how Blake Griffin is, there's no reason to just go 1-on-1 with Blake Griffin. It can't happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, as much as you accept experienced coach, he's not a rookie coach. Yeah. He's an experienced coach.
Okay.
You're going to have a rookie player on Blake Griffin. Then he got fouled out. Then who else we have?
Yeah.
Like, come on, guys. It's like the fact is there. We play hard to lose. We don't play hard to win. It's like we have a bunch of young kids running up and down the court with no plan. There's no play. Okay. I just don't get it. They're playing hard, but they are not playing hard to win. You got 3 players, key point guards, sitting on the bench. They cannot play. And you have Trier, who is not a point guard, to be a point guard. I mean, who is there to blame? The players? I just don't get it. I mean, we have a coach to draw a play for the players, not a player just running up and down the court like in Harlem and stuff like that. Let's just put things in perspective sometimes. Let's just tell the truth sometimes. I know we love the coach. He's new. We give him some credit. Yeah, we love him, whatever. But he got to take some blame off the game.
Well,
I mean, what am I saying wrong? Like,
no, you're not saying nothing wrong, and appreciate the call, Patrick. Go ahead, JLs.
Now, I'll say this. I feel like there's half truths to what you're saying.
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't all the way disagree with him.
Yeah, like the part that I agree with is the plays. Right now, there's no real offensive system going on.
Yeah, there really is.
it really isn't. It's really just pick and roll and curl plays and then freestyle and see what happens. That's really what's been happening most of it. There's no real offensive system. And hopefully, as the season goes along and the rotation is more set, there's actually more plays being put into place. I think that's what Pistons wants to do anyway. I think he's just trying to find out what everybody is good at and then actually implement an offense. That's what I think he's planning to do. So I agree with you there. But on the other hand, we still are the youngest team in the NBA. You know what I mean? So we still have to be patient. Be patient and let these guys develop over time. Where it's not going to be instant gratification, like CP said. There's going to be times where we're just going to have to rely on playing hard, and that's what it is, and develop. And we're going to have to throw some guys on big man to see if this thing can swim, and see if they can do it, and learn and take some bruises. And it's going to suck this season. No one was expecting us to go and do anything this season, but eventually it will pay off.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, like you said, there was some half truths to what he said, right? We don't see any, offensive sets, even defense. I thought Fizdale would come with some more clever defensive schemes, especially like on like a Blake. Blake was the only one really killing us out there tonight. The Pistons offense is so trash. They have no shooters. Bullock is all right, I guess. Stanley Johnson is not a shooter. He's more of a slasher and a defensive guy. Throw some doubles at Blake. Let him,
Yeah.
I don't know. I figured at least that, maybe offensively, like he said in the beginning of the year, he wants to figure out who's who and what's what, keep things simple, and then progress at, speed things up as we go along. But, I don't see much offensive sets or much, defensive schemes really happening right now.
So you disagree with the no doubling thing? You think that's a Fizz tactic? Learn how to play post defense.
He claims it's his way of teaching guys, but like I said, Fizz was supposed to be a defensive minded coach. Like I said, I would have expected to see some more creativity on defense at the very least.
I feel you. There's a lot of guys on the scene that need some help on defensive, man. There's a lot of guys on the scene. Well, not even a lot. You know what? For the most part, I'll take that back. For the most part, there's some guys who try, and there's still some who needs a little bit of help. Hopefully, Fizz will help them.
Yeah. All right, that was Patrick. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's going on, everybody in the chat? Smash that thumbs up for your boys. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't subscribed, man. The chat was tight at KnicksFanTV, Dave. For letting him through. I thought Patrick had some good points, man. I had some,
man. He had some good points.
Blaming the rookies. I can't knock Knox just yet, man.
Man.
I'll admit he does look lost. I'll admit Frank's offense sucks right now. I'll say that, but I'm not gonna call either one of them a bust or just trash him all the way.
You just gotta look at. Listen, man. You see what Fizz is doing with Moutier. I know Moutier had a bad game today, but for the last week and a half, Moutier seemed like he's turning quarter. Let's see what he does with these guys. Moutier's been in the league a little bit longer than these guys. These guys have been in the league 1 year,
right?
1.5 years.
Facts.
Let them develop, man. Let them mess up.
Car Guru X's Fizz was too high after his Memphis triumph. Yeah, it seemed like they was drinking champagne from Memphis to Detroit, man. They just didn't have it tonight. Yeah. Ari Rada says Frank needs to go trade him while teams still have hope in him. I mean, you guys got to value defense at some point, man. Sometimes we got to value defense, JLs. I mean, Frank, like I said, his offense is non-existent, but defensively, you got to like what he can bring to the table.
Dude, he shut that during that winning streak, especially. He was shutting dudes down, man.
Yeah, Frank's defense, but he plays well on defense. You got to give it to him.
You just gotta get more comfortable offense.
Mm-hmm.
And Fizz threw him in here as the lead guard in the fourth quarter. He looked a little tight.
A little tight. He was terrible.
A little bit tight. He was like, "Whoa, I haven't played point guard in 2 weeks, and now you want me to throw me in at point guard with the game on the line?" With 5 minutes left, he was like, "What the hell?"
Hey, he was terrible, man. Shout out Flacco in the chat. Yeah, man, and we got Philly tomorrow, so the road trip continues. All right, let's go to Matt in Florida. Matt wants to talk about the game. He wants to talk about the loss and the defense. Matt, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Hey, thanks, guys. Appreciate the call. Second time I spoke to you guys the other night.
Second time. Matt called in Sunday night, JL's first time on the line.
That's
welcome back, Matt.
Right. What's up, y'all? What's up? Hey, man, I just want to start off my remarks with the defense tonight. This was a game of phases. Fizdale has got to learn how to substitute at the right times. I mean, they were up 15-7. 15-7. And then he started substituting in, and then the lead evaporated, and before you knew it, the Knicks were shooting 29% at the end of the first quarter, and they were down, 7, 8 points at that point. That's a big problem with Fizdale. He does not know how to utilize substitutions at the right time. That's something I've been chomping at the bit, even with my friends in New York talking about for a long time. I've played basketball most of my life, both high school and almost college. And I can tell you, a good coach will learn which substitutions work at the right moments, as well as timeout. The Knicks, when they got down 8 or 9 points, Fizdale should have been calling timeout. Not at 16, 18 points down, because that absolutely deflates the team. And that is what it is. As far as what that last caller said, that guy doesn't know his ass from his head as far as basketball goes. He didn't know what he was talking about. You're right. Gratification. Maybe I went a little overboard the other night saying that Nicolina is garbage. I do think he needs to work a lot on his offensive game. And yet, did you guys notice that he was covering Blake Griffin at least for 3 minutes out of this game tonight? Mm-hmm. That is a total mismatch, a nightmare. There is no way. I know Fizdale loves to throw him on 1 through 4 positions, but to cover Blake Griffin was a man-child.
Now, what happened was Knox. What happened was Knox switched off on him, and then because Knox is big enough to cover Blake Griffin. That's sarcasm. And Knox is supposed to switch back. Knox is supposed to switch back, and he was like, "No,
back." Yeah, he didn't want that Blake Griffin smoke. Exactly. He didn't want that Blake Griffin smoke.
No. And then there were times too. We were just talking about defensive schemes, right? So he is known as a defensive coach. So what the hell? How do you let Blake Griffin go down the lane uncontested for a layup? I can't count on my hand how many times that happened tonight. No Knicks, just sit around looking at him. No rotations, no stepping in there to take a charge. Nothing tonight. I felt like this was a game the Knicks could have had. No matter what.
Yep.
They could have contested to win this game. As far as the cuts, I have no doubts. Allonzo Trier belongs in the Knicks. Yep. That guy can straight up ball. I mean, he's a great defender. He's gritty. It seems like he has his hand in almost every play he's involved in. We keep Damian Dotson. That kid, I was high on him, even though he's Phil Jackson's selection in the second round. I always thought that kid could play.
Same.
Panther, I can't go back to it. They shouldn't have had him on the bench for 1 minute tonight. If there was one guy that could have kept this game closer with his moves and his scoring, was Cantor, even on the pick and rolls. They had a hard time covering him down low, even when Trier ran the pick and roll to perfection to get him cutting to the basket. There may be nobody better on the team as far as big man goes that rolled to the basket than Enes Kanter. He still had 16 points and 14 rebounds, a monster night. Even despite having to deal with Griffin and Drummond. Let's not get away from those two guys. Those two guys were the stiffest test that the Knicks have faced.
Yeah, in terms of front court,
absolutely.
Spot.
Yeah,
absolutely. Oh my God, they're both monster rebounders. Both those guys, 20-20 almost every night. And Griffin, he's got handles. He can shoot threes. He's a man-child, men amongst men, kids. So the Knicks really had no answer for him.
Yeah, man.
They could have defended him better. They could have doubled him up, kept the ball out of his hands. Let's be honest. This Knicks team needs to learn how to play defense.
True indeed.
And
And Matt, appreciate the call. My bad, man. We got a lot of calls coming in, but yeah, I think that's a a little thing on Fizdale, JL is a lot of it is on the players. We don't have a lot of players on this team just don't have the defensive acumen to play it well. But also, I feel like Fizz could get a little bit more creative there, man. I feel like he could have. You know what I'm saying? Especially when we're lacking in terms of depth. From a defensive standpoint.
I feel that's a fair assessment. I still don't know what he's thinking. I don't know if he's really trying to teach the kids or if he's really trying to get the defense right. But I do agree that the timeout calling and the rotations is still a little bit weird.
Still a little iffy.
I mean, I'm gonna give him. He said 25 games or something. I think he said 25 games.
Yeah.
For having more solidified. So we rolling close to that 25 game mark when he's supposed to know and get it together. So we'll see what happens. When it happens, if the rotations become a little bit a little bit better.
Yeah.
And the substitution patterns. You know what? The substitution pattern is still like Matt said, still a little bit weird.
Still a little bit off. It's why me in the chat said not giving the Detroit coach enough credit. Good. That's a good comment. Dwayne Casey coming off Coach of the Year. Their defense. Give credit. There's another team on the other side of the ball. They played, excellent defense on us tonight, almost like that Memphis game, put the pressure on us right from the beginning, and that's what keeps them in games. The offense is not particularly, Showtime Lakers, but, their defense keeps them in the game. And with the bigs like DeAndre and Blake, points in the paint, they get easy buckets. They get easy buckets. The defense leads the offense a lot. So, yeah, man. Definitely shout out. It's not me for sure. Yo, dudes in the chat said Matt from Florida sounded like Wally Serbiak. Man. Yeah. Was that why? Was that?
Wally, that's you?
And when I read that, I was like listening more keenly. I'm like, yo, is this Wally Serbiak on a burner phone right now?
He does, I mean, every time he sounds like that was a pretty good call too.
Yeah. He did kind of sound like Wally's World, man.
It did sound like he was in Wally's World.
Wally Serbiak just called us up, man. Shout out.
Pretty sure Allen might have been right next to him.
Hey, it might have been, man. Might have been. Shout out to everybody in the chat. What's going on? Christian Grogan, what's going on? We got some super chats in here. Shout out to Panda Bear. Forgot where you said you were from. Where you from, Panda Bear? But appreciate that. Panda Bear says, I really appreciate what y'all are doing for us. Knicks fans, I actually look forward to watching y'all post-game over MSG post-game. Hey, appreciate it, man. Appreciate it. Not knocking what those guys do, but we just do what we do. Just me and Jay Ellis talking Knicks. I feel like there's more authenticity when it's a fan-based show.
You get the truth.
And yeah, and we get to say what we want. We don't get to sugarcoat anything. We don't have to sugarcoat anything. As long as we keep it respectful, I think it makes for a good show. That's
a fact, yo. And shout out to Boo. Is that Bo? I guess Bo. Bo Woodard on Facebook.
Shout out Bo. Carlos, what's going on?
Marcano, yep, on Facebook as well. And Randy Trevor Lewis on Facebook.
Okay. Panda Bear also says, what do you guys think of the young lineup Fizz put out there? He says, Jay Ellis, where can I get your merch?
Merch is in the description, man. Merch is if you go to my YouTube page and you click my description, it's in every description of every video I put up.
Yeah. Nick of Time Show?
Yep. Or you just go to the nickoftimeshow.com.
nickoftimeshow.com.
Yeah, you go to the store. It'll be in the catalog section. Or you just go to nickoftimeshow.com/catalog.
Yeah, man.
Or you just go to my YouTube and click in that little box, get in the description, buy some merch, you good money.
Absolutely, man. All right, let's go back to the phones before we go into a little bit of play ratings. Justin from Brooklyn wants to talk about what tonight's game means, and he wants to talk about Dotson. Justin, what does tonight's game mean for you, bro?
Yo, fellas, Jay Ellis, CP, what's going on?
What's going on, man? How you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Yo, just wanted to say very quickly, tonight is hilarious. You got some funny callers on the line tonight, bro.
It's good, man. It's good. People mix it up. We get a variety of callers. Everybody with different opinions. All opinions welcome. All opinions welcome,
Absolutely. But tonight's game, man, just another game in the rebuilding process. I feel like it was another good comeback, even though we didn't pull out the W.
Mm-hmm.
We fighting now, so I feel like more W's is going to come, man. Basically on that, you feel me?
Yeah.
Listen, this is growing pains, man. You can't expect the other team to lay down for you. You got to go out and fight. You know, Detroit is a well-coached team. They got the coach of the year, you know, like somebody in the chat just said. So, you know, I mean, and honestly, though, we missed a lot of shots, though.
Yeah, we missed a lot of makeable shots,
We missed a lot of makeable shots, man.
A lot of in and out shots.
Yeah, when Trey and Timmy is not hitting, that Michigan backcourt not going, we struggle.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And then it seemed like Moutier was able to pick up the slack for them when they wasn't hitting, and he was off too. So
he was off too.
Right. Only guy gone was Trier the whole night in cancer.
Yeah. And Dotson.
And Dotson.
Dotson, yeah.
How can I forget Dotson?
Yeah.
But JLSCP, let's talk about a better topic. Let's talk about that guy Damian Dotson right quick.
That's it. That's it.
Free Dot. God
Free
damn
Dot.
it.
Free
Yo,
Dot,
bro,
man.
I'm listening to Fizdale. Fellas, I'm listening to Fizdale talk about Mario. He likes Mario for his size, point blank, like, period. Dotson is a efficient two-way NBA player, fellas. There's no reason why Mario, who's a soccer player, is getting more burned than Dotson, who is 17 points, 6 for 8. Talk to me, fellas.
Yeah, we talked about this earlier, man. We talked about this earlier, dog. Like, Dotson does more in less time. He just does. In Dotson's stretch when he was starting, if you put those numbers next to Mario's, it's not even close.
Not even close.
Not even close. Not even the stratosphere. And then earlier today, I read something that said that Viz had Mario in the game starting more because his defense was good. And I'm like, dog, Dotson's defense has always been good. You didn't even have to coach the defense. He came in with the defense.
You don't even got to coach him on defense.
He had it in his bag already, dog. Like, come on, man. Like, Fizz, I've been liking what Fizz been doing with the development of the players, but this is the one thing that's really bugging me right now. And I'm hoping he goes back to Dotson for real. It seemed like it took all this foul trouble for him to even get back into the rotation this game. And I'm hoping that Dotson is kind of making him look stupid. Like, you know what? Maybe I should find some minutes for this guy.
Yeah. It's just like, hey, it's only maybe 10 players that might play in a game, man. There's only about 10 players that might play in a game.
Mario shouldn't be one of them, dog. He should not.
He shouldn't, man. He shouldn't.
You put Dot in that starting lineup and take Mario out, I guarantee you.
Yeah.
Guarantee you that starting lineup is getting hot. Is heating.
I mean, I see what he sees in him. He's just like I always, like I said, I feel like he's more built to play soccer, man. He's just not. He doesn't put it together for me, man. I don't know. Not yet. You know, and it's so funny because like, based on for this Moutier revelation, you seeing fans talk about now we got to give Mario a chance. Because look at what Phil did to Moutier. I'm like, yo, Phil. I mean, Fizz, he's not a miracle worker, man. He's not a miracle worker. Now all of a sudden,
basketball Jesus, man.
Yeah, now he's basketball Jesus. Now he's gonna turn Mario into the Dollar Tree Drazen Petrovic. You know what I'm saying? You know,
he's Mario to Super Mario.
He's gonna turn him into his actual nickname.
I don't know, man.
Right now, he ain't it. He ain't it, man. Good guy. Good guy.
Turn Dotson. Can we turn Viz? Can you turn Dotson into Klay Thompson? Can we do that? You saw where Dotson pulled from?
Yeah, right. Can Fizz turn Klay into turn Dotson into Klay?
Can we turn Dotson? He saw he pulled from the 4-point line today.
Yeah.
Let my man, and he did it mad easy. Like, I do this. Whoop.
Yeah, man.
Walk backwards like it was nothing. Let that happen, man. Free Dot, develop Dot, damn it.
People gotta be careful, man. People gotta be careful. Just because Moutier's playing well doesn't mean anything for the rest of the guys, man. Some guys might, come out of this reclamation project and prove these guys right. Some guys will be what they are. You know what I'm saying? Or will be what they will be. And,
We will see.
We shall see, man. We shall see. All right, let's go to the player rating, J. Ellis. We didn't really have Well, this was a tough one. Obviously, no 3 stars, but let's talk about some guys. Let's talk about some guys. Obviously, I thought ISO had a good game tonight. I mean, if you had to pick 3 players who played well,
3? Okay.
who would you go with?
Well, the third one is the one. The third. I guess you go Enos.
Okay.
I guess you go Enos. 2 you go Dot. 3. I mean, yeah. And 1 you go ISO. That's mine.
So you're going Enos, Dot, and ISO. Okay. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I would go with that. I would go Canner, third.
Yep.
16 and 10, double tonight, 50% from the field. You know, obviously his defense wasn't that great, but 36 minutes. He did his typical Canner thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The return of Dot, 17 points, 6 of 8 shooting, 3 of 3 from the 3-point line. Like I said, microwave. No, Dot comes in, he's ready to go at all times. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that we can certainly be proud of. And then number 1 definitely goes to ISO. 24 points, 10 rebounds, 3 dimes short of a triple-double. I mean, CP, you said he's a ball hog. I mean, come on, man. He was doing his thing out there tonight, man.
7 assists tonight.
7 dimes. 7-11 from the floor. 9 and 10, 12 from the 12 free throw attempts.
All the ball hogs had like high assist nights one night.
Yeah.
Trey had 11 one night. ISO had 7. So, I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, that's a good game. Listen, ISO had a good game, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. ISO had a good game. So what's your ratings for what would you give Canada tonight?
What I get Canada tonight though?
Yeah.
Oh man. I guess I give him a 7.
I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6. We didn't win. We didn't look good. I'll give him a 6. I'll give him a 6.
Alright.
What about Dotson? Dotson I would give a 7. I give Dotson a 7 tonight.
Actually, I'm giving Dotson an 8.
23 minutes, 23 minutes for Dotson, man. That was good numbers, man. 23 minutes, 17 points, 1 steal, 1 rebound.
No, I give Dot a 7.5. I'm giving that a 7.5.
And he didn't play. Yeah,
because I feel like it's just so. It's not his fault he didn't get the. It's just so hard to not play and then come in and just drop bombs like that.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. So I'm teetering at 8, 7.5. I'll say 7.5. Only because I'm giving Trier the higher. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him a 7. ISO, I give ISO an 8.
Yeah.
I think that's a solid 8 performance right there. Almost had the triple-double. We didn't win.
Yeah.
But ISO never quit. I think ISO was an 8 performance for sure.
That's a fact.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good stuff, man.
Damn near triple-double, almost brought the team back to win down 7. Made them sweat a little bit for a second.
Yeah. True indeed, man. True indeed. ISO gets the 8. What do you guys think in the chat, man? Who are your top 3? Wasn't really much to choose from tonight. Well, what were your player ratings for ISO, Canner, and Dotson? Leave a comment in the chat, and let's take a look, man. Let's take a look.
So something we should have gave Dot an 8. I was fighting in my head on giving Dot an 8. I was going back and forth.
I mean, if ISO almost has a triple-double, I gotta give ISO the 8. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you have to give him more than Dotson for almost 8. It's just the circumstances of Dotson's score made me think about giving him an 8.
Yeah.
It was like
true. Just coming out rusty and performing either way.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
I might go to a 7.8. There you go.
7.8.
That's a compromise.
7.8 for Dotson, man. 7.8, man. All right, let's see what the chat says. See what the chat says on the player ratings. What we got in there? Shout out to everybody in the chat. Smash that thumbs up button for your boys. Reaper Man gives ISO an 8. CP the artist gives him a 5. Come on, CP, man. Cut it out, man. Cut it out, bro.
King Ellis, my cousin.
Yeah, your cousin in
Isaac
here.
gets a 9. What up, cuz?
Yeah.
Right.
Mark Swift says he wants to know what Frank's player ratings are.
You trolling.
Yeah. I give Frank I'll give him a 4 for playing amicable defense.
You got the laugh.
I give him a 4. Oh no, I don't got the Kawhi laugh up right now, but I gotta pull it up. My soundboard got messed up over the weekend, but
oh damn! All right.
I give Frank a 3-4, man. I mean, he was zeros across the board. He only took 3 shots, you know.
Yeah, and the shots he took was, ooh, he looked. Usually, at least the shots were online. They were like hard right.
Air balls and shit.
Yeah, it was awful.
Air balls. Yeah.
Sean Shepard giving down a 6. What's good, man? You watching the game?
Sean Shepard's a tough critic, man. Shout out Sean, man. He's always on Twitter. Shout out Sean. Ari Ryder gives Frank a 2.75. Smokestack Frank 2.5. Jeez, tough crowd, man. Tough crowd.
Tough, crazy.
Karen Howard, shout out Karen. She gives Dot a 8. KR gives Frank a 5. Shout out KR from Australia. I believe he's from Australia.
All right.
Mark Swift in the building. Nick says ISO 9, Can a 7, Dotson 8. Yeah, I think I could agree with that.
Okay, all right. I can see that.
Yeah, man.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Yo, let me shout out my chat real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Yo, Sean Shepard was good, man. I actually been seeing Sean on Twitter heavy.
Yeah, heavy. Shout out Sean.
Yeah, shout out to Sean. Above the rim 1115 BK, what up? Hammer King, what's up, man? I see
man.
you. Yeah. Yeah, Hammer King and Sean been holding on the chat. Chuck Moss was good, if you're still here.
Above the rim, always in here, man.
Yeah, and Efrain Lopez, Jet for Life.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Feltz, what's good, fellas? Thanks for coming here early.
Salute everybody, man. Especially the early people, man. So some people be in here from pregame. You know, we don't even have a pregame show. Some people just start up. Some people just start up the pregame show as soon as I launch the chat. So that's always cool, man. All right, let's go to. We're gonna go back to the phones real quick for those of you who play statement games. Another statement games is coming up tomorrow night against Philly. This is your opportunity to win a $10 gift card. In a little bit, me and Jay Ellis are going to give you our bold statements for the Knicks-Philly game. So once again, T. Williams can tell you, I don't know if he's still in the chat, but T. Williams won the last time. So tomorrow night is a $10 NBA gift card game. In the past, we have had our premium games. So we just gave away a replica Mitchell Robinson jersey. Shout out to Darryl Walsh who won that. The first prize we gave away, the second prize we gave away an authentic Kevin Knox jersey. Yeah. Salute to Shells Heavy for donating both of those items.
Yeah, man.
Opening night, we gave away the 2 tickets to opening night.
Oh yeah, that's right. The Atlanta game.
We gave away those 2 tickets to opening night to the Atlanta game, man. So shout out to Statement Games, and we will be doing our bold statements in a little bit, man. So let's get back to the phones. Nithin, then Sean. Nithin, what's going on? He wants to talk about the loss. What's going on, bro?
Yo, what's up, guys? Good evening. How you doing?
How you feeling, bro?
All right.
Yeah, I mean, it was a tough loss, but, I mean, they still competed. I mean, first of all, the beginning of the game was just horrible, and they didn't have anything going down for them. So I think that was a big key to the game. Because if they played like they had with the 3-game win streak, then they would have won this game easily. Because the Pistons are nothing really special except for Drummond or Blake Griffin. Those are the only two. I feel like those are the only 2 players I have on the team, pretty much. But in my opinion, I think the Knicks, they're playing tougher now. I mean, one thing I like about now, rather than the beginning of the season, or like they're playing more tougher and more determined. And Fizdale has them playing with more passion. So I feel like even with this loss, I think we just have to look forward to tomorrow and write the script and then hopefully bounce back tomorrow.
Yeah, that's all you can do, man. You know, it's 82-game season, bro, and appreciate the call. 82-game season, JLs. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We just got to ride the wave and, take the losses as they come and move on to the next one. We got a big, tough one against Philly tomorrow night. So hopefully they shake it off, man. Hopefully they shake this one off because not gonna get no easier tomorrow night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Tomorrow's gonna be a tough one.
Yeah.
That's gonna be woo.
Yeah.
On a back-to-back too. That's ouch.
Then Don Day, what's going on? Keith Sinclair, shout out Keith Sinclair. He says Zion and Barrett got 20 points each. JL's people saying we should do a pregame show too, man.
Dog, man. Listen.
The stars ain't aligned for us to do that, right?
Dog, you understand. Sometimes at work, I be running in at 7:30.
Yeah.
Don't cool yet.
Yeah, facts, man.
I wish.
Somewhere down the road, man, you know, if we ever get the ability to do this full time, then of course we'll do a post game halftime. Maybe we should do a watch along though, Jay Ellis. Maybe one day we'll do a watch along and do a whole thing from a pregame, watch the game, you know, comment on the game as the game is going on, and then do the post game. Maybe we do that.
I can see that.
You know what I mean?
Like once a month.
Yeah. Only issue is the timing of the feeds. You know what I'm saying? You might be a couple seconds ahead. I might be a couple seconds ahead on a game, depending on the channel. You know, if you're watching on cable, you're watching on League Pass, watching on bootleg. You know. Yeah. We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, man. But definitely don't got time for a pregame right now consistently, man.
That's a fact. We start getting figuring out the adult category, then we definitely do that.
Yeah. Factuals. All right, let's go to Sean. Sean wants to talk about Cornette and Knox. Sean,
go.
What up, man?
I'm waiting for this one.
That's right, fellas. What's up?
What up, man?
What's going on?
Chilling. How you feeling?
Man, that was me. That was me on Twitter, man. I'm feeling good, man. Let me get the Knox thing out the way. I'm 50 years old. I've been watching the Knicks since Otis Birdsong. Okay, Ken the Animal Bannister. So if anybody got patience, it's me.
Oh yeah.
When I look at Knox, you know, when I look at Knox, I'm patient with him, but you guys got to understand why people are impatient with him. Because I mean, sometimes he looks flat awful. And you both are right when you talk about instant gratification, and you know we got that problem, you know, globally. But I do understand why people are getting, you know, starting to catcall and howl at Knox because he does look terrible.
Yeah, he looks lost sometimes, man. I can't lie. He looks lost. The whole thing about the energy, the whole comment about the energy thing, kind of scared me a little bit. You know, it seems like he has a lot of pressure on him from playing here, from summer league. His pop seems like a tough dude.
Yeah.
You know, it seems like he's got a lot of pressure on him to perform.
Yeah, man, and we, you know, 19 years old. If we can't be patient with a 19-year-old, you know, who can you be patient with? So I'm fine. I'm okay with him. But I'm getting back to Cornette. Y'all starting to see things my way from that tweet I sent to you. With Mitch always in foul trouble. Always in foul trouble. Who would you rather see come and actually play some semblance of center and protect the rim and block shots and pull his guy out beyond the 3-point line? Because Cantor, God bless him, we all know he's no rim protector. And I would rather see Cornette and the young guys that are actually going to be on the team or can be on the team. Cantor's gone. A number of these guys are gone next year. So that leads me to what I wanted to talk about overall in terms of wins and losses. I'm listening to Knicks fans. They're mad. You know, they want the W, and then they want the first pick of the draft. You can't have both.
Yeah, you
can't have both.
You can't have it both ways, man. You can't have it both ways, man. You got to take your lumps.
No, man. So I'm with you, CP. When you talk about, you know, if it's crunch time and we in the game as a Knicks fan, I want him to win. But big picture, I would love to see him play well every night.
Yeah.
And lose.
Yeah.
I hate to say that. I'd love to see him play well every night, see the young guys develop and lose and get that lottery pick. You got KP coming back and maybe a max free agent. I'm looking at things big picture.
Big picture. Yeah.
Is there
talking about cancer and all this other stuff?
Oh, hold up, Sean. Go ahead, Jails.
Is there any
Right.
fear that KP looks at this team and goes, man, you want me to sign what?
Nah,
I don't think so.
nah. I don't think that there's any fear. Now, I think he can see. I think he sees what's out there and sees what's developing. I think he wants to stay. I think he has a good reason to stay, actually. But you know, I just listen to Knicks fans, and it's like y'all are ranting and raving about Cantor. Cantor's not going to be here. I want to see the kids develop that are actually going to be here. So,
is Cornette going to be
talking about Cantor?
Who knows? That's a good point.
Cantor, you think Cantor's going to be here?
No, he said Cornette. Cornette. I'd like to see what Cornette could do in a little bit. I was hoping he could be, a little stretch 4, stretch 5-ish. He wasn't hitting enough shots for me last year, but let's see what he can do this year.
He was stretched 5 to stretch.
Yeah, stretch 5. A real stretch.
Yeah, man. I'm saying that was his first experience in the NBA. And look, I'm not saying that he's going to be anything at all, but I've seen him block shots. I've seen him rebound. I've seen him score. I don't see Cantor doing anything defensively. And with Mitch getting in foul trouble, I think we need another 7-footer there that can fill that role and get experience and develop. That's all I'm saying about Cornette. I know CP, you give me garbage. You give me trash about Cornette.
man, listen. I heard you say he saw him rebound. I have not been keeping up.
He was talking about Westchester Cornette, man.
Westchester Cornette.
Westchester Cornette is looking like Dirk Nowitzki out there.
Is he rebounding in Westchester?
Nah, CP.
That's a fact. CP. There was a game in preseason where he had like double-double for rebounds.
Nah,
he had a double-double for us.
You talking about that one game against Toronto, man? Like his first or second game, and he hasn't done anything since. That was an aberration, Sean. Come on, man. That was an aberration, man. That was an aberration.
He's not getting regular playing time. Throw him in there, man. If Moutier can rise from the dead, anybody can.
Yeah, you see what I'm saying, Jay Ellis? And Sean, appreciate the call, man.
That's the trump card.
Appreciate the call, Sean.
You can't.
You see what I'm saying, Jay Ellis?
That's the trump card for everybody now.
You know?
If somebody says Frank can't perform, I'm like, Moutier can get it together.
Yo,
that's the trump card, man.
CP the artist left a comment on from the last show because people was gassed up from the last win, and rightfully so. It was a good game, good win, but we have a tendency as fans, especially Knicks fans, to be prisoners of the moment, and that that comment from my brother CP stuck out because so many people are saying this, man, with like how Fizdale got to Moutier, and I know Sean was kind of saying it kind of in a joking way, but it doesn't mean everybody's going to turn into something, man. It doesn't mean everybody's going to turn into something.
But it doesn't mean everybody's going to turn into nothing.
That's true. Time will tell. Time will tell. Time will tell. So we might see ISO Luke make a appearance eventually. Sean Shepard leading the Luke Cornette fan club.
Yo, somebody just joined my chat. Hold on, wait a minute. Someone just joined the YouTube.
Yeah, somebody. I just missed it. Yeah, I just missed it.
Leon?
That was Leon. Shout out to Leon for the subscribe, man.
Yeah, shout out to Leon for the subscribe, man.
I hope Leon subscribed to KnicksFanTV too. Leon, what's going on,
man?
Yeah, man. Sean Shepard talking across chat. Somebody in my chat called him delusional. Yeah, we got into chat beef going on. Oh god, man, this is what happens when you're a terrible team, man. Well, hey, listen, let's have fun. The shooter, what's going on? Not even gonna repeat that.
All right.
Smokestack says Moutier isn't all the way there yet, though. Yeah, that's that's a fact. He's just having some good games. He's
allowed to have a bad game after he's had like two decent games and a few good games. He's allowed to have a bad game.
Yeah. But you know what Breen said, and we're gonna get to statement games. Just pull up your statement games when you can, JLs. Okay. The thing Alex Collins waiting on the line. All right, yeah, we're gonna get to him. The thing that Breen said during the telecast that struck with me, because also this week people were upset after the Memphis game that the guys that were getting the minutes were Moutier, Canner, Vonleh and meanwhile Frank, Knox, and Mitch didn't get the minutes. But at the same time, it's like, yes, you want to throw them in the fire. This is what Breen's point was. He's like, yeah, you want to throw them in the fire, but you don't want them to lose their confidence either, especially when they're playing bad. And I look at that with Kevin Knox. Like, he's not playing well. You know what I'm saying? When Mitchell Robinson's in the game and he's fouling out in 16 minutes, you can't blame that on lack of development. They're just not playing well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta sit them down, talk to them.
Yeah, you gotta learn a little bit. Yeah.
Get back in the next day. You work on what we talked about when you was on the bench in practice. Try it again.
I can see that. And I agree with that point by Bree. We gotta take it slow. We gotta take it slow, man. All right, let's get to before we get to statement games, JL. Let's get to we gotta get this guy on here first because he's been working tirelessly in the chat, chasing out all the trolls all the way from Ireland.
Yo, he needs intro music.
Yeah, we need an intro music. But tonight he's just gonna come out just regular.
Alex holds it down,
holding it down. Nick Ray has said he bought a $100 calling card just for tonight.
Oh my God!
3 a.m. in Ireland. Alex Collins, welcome to the show.
MVP.
3 a.m. It's a 4:15. I've been waiting for. I've been waiting for almost an hour and 20 minutes. You've been talking about the Pistons game, the most boring game of the season. Like I was promised we'd talk about Fultz. I've been waiting patiently.
Oh yes.
And now I had to call in so we could talk about Fultz.
Let's do it.
Because I want to go to bed at some stage.
All right, appreciate it. Appreciate Alex Collins for moving the show along. Let's go.
So, yeah, I kind of already talked to you guys already. I kind of want to hear your perspectives on the Fultz situation, particularly Jay Ellis, because I haven't really heard his opinion at all, to be honest. So, you two, go ahead.
All right, Jay Ellis, what's your take on the Fultz situation?
Oh, man. I've been flip-flopping on the Fultz thing, to be honest with you, because I understand that he's a number one pick. I understand that Fizz is like the guard whisperer. You know what I'm saying? But I know we have guards here already, and I want to see what we do with them before we take on another wayward guard. I do understand Knicks fans, wanting to happen here because, our guard situation isn't really 100% either. so I understand, and he showed some potential. He had like a triple-double last season.
Yeah.
But I still want to see what we have with our guards. I wish we actually had more time to like evaluate before and like get him maybe towards more latter end of the year, maybe to see, okay, we're gonna keep this person, we're gonna trade this person. But that's my feeling on it. And on top of that too, he has a lot of questions with his mind, shoulder, and there's a lot of question marks there, man.
Go ahead, Alex.
A lot of weird question marks. My bad. Go ahead.
When you talk about evaluating the guards, which guards specifically are you talking about? Like, who is going to be here past this season? I feel like we have, like, Lee is who he is. Like, if anything, he's going to decline.
Who?
You have
Courtney Lee.
Burke, who...
Oh, I'm not talking about Courtney Lee.
Courtney Lee, yeah.
I'm not talking about Courtney Lee at all.
Yeah, but I'm asking who specifically. Like, I feel like if you talk about people who are relevant to seasons past this season, that list gets an awful lot shorter of guards that you need to evaluate. It's really only a list of about 4 people.
I'm talking about Frank, Moody, and Burke. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those 3 guys. Frank, Moody, and Burke. Frank,
but like
he showed promise.
Even Burke, I'd kind of be like...
Huh? Go ahead.
Even Burke, I'd be kind of questioning if he kind of just is what he is now at this stage. Like, he's 26, I think. He's kind of like he has improved. Don't get me wrong. I'm not a person. I feel like I come across a bit like a hater of Trey Burke. I'm really not.
Nah.
Like I just feel like he's limited.
Yeah.
He works his ass off, and I applaud him for that. It's just he's small. He can't defend, and he's a bit tunnel vision.
Yeah.
He's got sticky hands.
I think for me, when I first saw this come out, at first, my first reaction on Twitter, and many people saw, was if we could get Lee out of here, which has been, the toughest thing to do for the last 2 years, and I would do it. But at the flip side, but then I'm reading this Bleacher Report article, and this dude Fultz is due to make $9 million next year. And then if you pick up his player option, he's due to make 12 in the year after that. So, the issue with us is
Well, you're taking on a prospect. You're taking on like a prospect that you're hoping turns into something.
It's too big of a gamble.
And you're basically just creating like $3 million in cap space, which isn't a whole lot. Like we need to clear a lot more than that if we want to sign him max.
Yeah.
Free agents. So.
It's
I
too
don't
much
think
of a gamble, man. He's got some people in the league are saying that the shoulder thing is not physical, it's a mental thing. And if it's a mental thing, there's no way that we need to take this on. It's too much of a gamble. I don't care. The kid was just the number 1 pick last year.
He can't be in the... We like Knicks fans, we savage our own guys. Like you hear people calling in the chat talking about Knox, who's like 19, barely 19. He turned 19, I think it was only like 2 weeks before the season started. He turned 19. The second youngest player in the NBA. And people are already talking about he's a bum, we need to trade him.
Yeah, that's that instant gratification, man. It's crazy. It's crazy. But see, this kid is different.
And then
this kid is different, man, because it's like this thing could be a physical thing. Did you see how he was doing the foul shot, J. Ellis? He was doing it like it was a hot potato, bro.
It was crazy. But the thing, you know what it is, too, man? Like, he was a baller in college, man.
Yeah, but
we did like a draft episode, and he was a unanimous number 1. It was like a no-brainer. He was supposed to be the no-brainer. And then I don't know what happened. There was rumors that he had like a motorcycle.
Yeah, accident. That's what people were telling me on the gram, that it was a motorcycle accident that messed him up.
And it's so unclear. It's so unclear what's going on with this guy. So I mean, there's the money issue. There's the time issue. We gotta put our eggs in some basket at some point.
Facts.
You can't develop every point guard ever and expect everybody to develop properly, because people need minutes to develop.
Yeah, now.
My opinion on the whole thing is I don't think it's feasible that we get both. I just don't see how we could work out a trade that both benefits us and benefits Philly. We're talking about Courtney Lee, who I really do love Courtney Lee, but he's literally not played this season with this injury, shadow injury, whatever it is. He's 33. He's a pretty good defender. He's not brilliant. He shoots foul shots historically well, but he never gets to the line. He only has 1 or 2 attempts per game, I think. He's a pretty good 3-point shooter, but I just don't see the value. Like you said, we've been trying to trade him for 2 years.
Still can't do it.
I'm sure that they were kind of still can't do it. Yeah, the expiring contract is worth a lot more than Courtney Lee's contract right now. Just having the cap space in 2019, this big free agent bonanza that's coming, it's more valuable.
On my show, I said
I think
I like Will.
I said on my show, I talked about it on my show. I said trade for Wilson Chandler and cut him. That's what I said.
Yeah. But what I think is probably Fultz. He should I think he's destined to go to the Suns or the Cavs or the Magic.
Yeah.
One of those teams. They probably have these even the likes of I'm just throwing out a name, but a Nikola Vucevic or something from the Magic, if they know he's leaving.
Yeah, right.
Right. Why don't you just pick up a flyer on Fultz? Because you have DJ Augustine. You're not going forward with DJ Augustine.
Much better offers.
I could just
much better offers.
Yeah, there's just so much better offers on other teams. So I think he'll probably end up in Phoenix. They'll probably move him for Josh Jackson and Trevor Ariza. And they'll probably send someone with Fultz.
That's a big.
That's crazy.
That's a big trade. Josh Jackson putting up numbers.
That's crazy.
He can go out to the middle middle of the desert and rehab out and hide from the world outside for a while. Get his head clear.
No, I don't think so, Jay. I don't think so.
I was about to say, okay.
Yeah, I don't really think there's anything hot right
just
now.
off the top of my head. But seriously though, if you had a choice, who like if you go into the playoffs, who would you rather? Would you rather Courtney Lee or would you rather Trevor Ariza?
Oh, Trevor
Like
Ariza.
Trevor Ariza's shooting, I think. Trevor Ariza's shooting like 45%. He's about 35% from three, which is league average. He's played all 17 of the Suns games, and I think he's scoring 10 points a game, whereas Courtney Lee hasn't bounced the ball in months.
Yeah. Imagine Elton Brand, the GM of the Sixers, and they ask him, what did you bring back for this number one pick who was a bust just last year? Oh, I got y'all a 33-year-old Courtney Lee. Yo, they run him out of Philly, man. Philly's not that. You can't play around like that in Philly, man.
People don't think like Elton Brand needs to save face in this, because it's going to look really bad if it's been less than 18 months since they drafted him.
Yeah.
He needs to save face. He can't get nothing back in return. And Lee is pretty much nothing at the moment.
His value is low.
They need to get back a pick. No, he's not. Yeah. But they I think they want to move on from Josh Jackson, but they have Mikal Bridges there. So I think that's potentially feasible, but that's just me spitballing. But I just don't see it happening with the Knicks, and you wouldn't want that for Fultz, because it's the worst place he could come is to New York.
There's no way, man.
With the
this
media
is not
and
the place, man.
Fans and like MSG is the mecca. Players come and they bring their A game. Like you're going to have like Russell Westbrook come into the Garden and wanting to put on a show, and then you're asking Fultz to guard him. That's not going to do any good. He needs to go someplace small. Like I sent him to Sacramento, but they're like a dumpster fire. Send him somewhere that's like
Fox is balling.
Sacramento's not balling right now, though.
Send him. Yeah, but I just wanted to move on from the Pistons game because
man, good stuff, man.
And it was
stuff.
boring.
We're gonna get into statement games.
I wanted to move on to the full
Make sure you
stuff.
play statement games tonight too, man. Don't forget.
Oh yeah, I will. I won't forget. Don't worry.
Man. But appreciate the call. I appreciate the call, man.
I'll talk to you guys soon.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yeah, take care.
All right.
Bye.
Guy Alex Collins finally made his debut. JL, so we were waiting on him. Was trying to get him a calling card. He came to New York. Didn't even call us up.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I saw on Twitter.
I just heard rumblings that he was in the city.
Yeah, man. Somebody told somebody else. Somebody else told me.
Yeah, man. Nah, man. Imagine that in the press conference. Elton Brand, what'd you bring us back from Markelle Fultz? Shit. I got you Courtney Lee.
I mean, right now, he should be begging for Courtney Lee for Markelle Fultz, though.
Nah,
not
man.
like Markelle Fultz.
You can't come back to the hood on that trade, bro. You got to get something respectable.
Where is he going? Respectable?
You got to get something
right now for a
man.
$12 million player who has a bad shoulder and mind problems?
Yeah, that's
I don't know, man.
It's just not the gamble we want to take. We don't want to take that gamble. It's not the salary we want to take on for that gamble. We can't afford it, man. We can't afford it. We need to be penny pinching. We're trying to get under the get the salary cap proper. We can't take on a kid that might be owed $12 million in 2 years. And if
I didn't even know it was $12 million, though.
It goes up to right now. Right now it's $8 million. But his third-year option, it's the same thing with Dotson. His third-year option, not the money-wise, but the decision that has to be made to either trade him or what. The third-year option is at $12 million. Yeah. He's the number one pick.
Yeah, damn. Yeah, that's definitely no damn.
Yeah, that's
$12
no
million
dice.
for him. $12 million for a maybe? Nah, dog.
You can't. We a team like us, we can't. We need short things. We need short things, man. We need short things. We can't afford to take that gamble, man. We can't afford it.
$12 million, dog. That's
$12 million, bro. All right, let's go to the statement games and then wrap up. JL, so are you in there?
Yeah, I'm in there. I'm looking around.
Shout out to anybody who's still left after this loss. Shout out to you. You're a diehard fan of Knicks Postgame Live. Congratulations. Smash that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel. You know, we gotta consider, JL, as the people that are here right now, an hour and a half into the show, Knicks lose. These are good people, JLs.
These are good people. These are all my people.
These are good people. These are good people, man.
Y'all fan.
Yeah,
Shaq Shepherd, y'all fan. Monte Russell, y'all fan. All y'all.
Yeah, man. For real, man. Appreciate you guys, man.
4 a.m. in Ireland, fam.
4 a.m. 4 a.m. man. Shout out to Alex, man. Alex, you still jet lagged? Oh, we just faded to black. Alex, you still jet lagged, man? Gotta be. All right, JLs, let's go to the statement games.
Okay.
The games for the statements. $10 gift card on the line for this one. Let me log into my account real quick. Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, Periscope. Shout out to everybody watching on KnicksFilmSchool.com, postingandtoasting.com. Definitely appreciate the support. This is Knicks Postgame Live once again. Be sure to follow us and subscribe to the channels. This is what we do. Every game, win or lose, we have a postgame show for the fans, by the fans. You can hear from Alex Collins from Ireland, man, weigh in on, give his 2 cents and move the show along.
All right.
All right, here we go. So, the name of the game, ladies and gentlemen, is Statement Games. Once again, if I have to re-explain the game, Statement Games is a daily fantasy sports platform. Shout out my guy Nick Reyes, the marketing manager of Statement Games, who joins our show every game. Statement Games, okay? You're going to have a list of statements for Knicks Philly tomorrow night. You have until 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time to join the Knicks versus Philly contest. You go to Statement Games. You're going to see the Knicks versus Philly contest sponsored by KnicksFanTV. This one right here. You're going to click on Join. You're going to scroll down. You're going to click Confirm and Proceed. All right. Now, once you're in the lobby, this is the game lobby. On the left-hand side, you're going to see your statements. These come from Las Vegas. These are predictions for the game. Whether it's Philly, whether it's New York, you pick 10 statements. The statements are the predictions that you think are most likely to come through in tomorrow night's game. Those 10 statements, you're going to rank on your right-hand side. You're going to see 10, 9, 8, so on and so forth. You're going to rank your statements according to what you feel is going to be the best chance of happening. So, for example, you have a list of statements here on the left-hand side. If you feel that Tim Hardaway Jr. is going to score over 24.5 points in the game, and you feel like that's most likely going to happen of all things, you're going to rank that as your 10-point statement. Then you're going to go to your 9-point, your 8-point, so on and so forth. The winners of each lobby will go home with the $10 gift card. So the people who score the most points in their lobby game are going to go home with a $10 gift card to the NBA store. Hey, listen, it's $10 off. It's $10 more in your pocket than you had last night. You know, you might be scrambling for change. You might be digging in your pockets. You find some lints. You know, that $10 gift card could come in handy. You know, maybe one day the NBA store has a 50% off. You throw that with your $10 gift card, you winning. You know what I'm saying, Jails?
Yeah, man. Easy.
Yeah. Alfredo says you lost me. Come on, Alfredo, man. No way, man. This is simple and plain, people. Anybody in the chat, does anybody in the chat need to repeat this on Statement Games? Please let me know. This seemed pretty straightforward, man. If anybody in the chat needs me to explain this again, let me know. Like I said, on the left-hand side, you have your predictions, your prop bets. For bettors, people that bet, they're called prop bets. They're called statements. All right? You're going to pick your statements and rank them by your points. So whatever statement you feel is going to be your 10-point, you put it on the right-hand side. Your 9-point, your 8-point. All of these, if these come true tomorrow night in the game, those are your points. Those are the points that you get in the game. You're going to total up all your points, and if you win in your lobby, then that's what the story is. Alberto said there's not even enough for a pack of Newports. Alberto, put the Newports down, man. No Newports, man. We legalizing it worldwide, man. Upgrade your smokes, man. Upgrade your smokes. You know what I'm saying? All right, JLs, you ready to pick your bold statements for tonight, man?
Yeah, man, I'm ready.
All right, let's go so we can get out of here. All right, man, give me your 2 bold statements tonight, JLs.
I'm doing Emmanuel Mudiay under 6.5 assists.
Oh, no faith in Mudiay. Okay.
Yep. And I'm doing Joel Embiid over 28 points.
Ooh, so you think we're gonna get smacked?
I mean, who's holding Joel Embiid?
Yeah.
What? Every time there's a big unicorn dude on the other side of the court, we get him.
Yeah.
We got Cantor helping, I guess.
I guess, man. Yeah, I mean, give me Ben Simmons over 9.5 assists, because I don't see who's gonna come out the gates guarding him. Who's guarding him? Mario Hezonja? Who guarding Ben Simmons? Mudiay?
Mood.
Yeah, give me Ben Simmons over 9.5 assists.
All right.
And yeah, I'll take Embiid over 12.5 rebounds.
Okay.
I'll take Embiid over 12.5 rebounds. Those are my 2 bold statements, man.
That's a safe bet too.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll take those. So those are 2 bold statements. And yeah, man, that's statement game. So once again, for those of you who want a chance to win, you have until 7:30 p.m. Eastern tomorrow night to play the game, and that's for a $10 NBA store gift card. Eventually, we're gonna get back to the premium games. I got a couple premium items behind me that we're gonna give away as well, man. We'll give away as well. One thing importantly. Let me go back to the screen. Make sure that when you guys are finished, that you click save. Must click save right here. Have to click the save button. Make sure you click save, or else your statements won't be saved. Your statements won't be saved. So that's the story with statement games. Alberto, I hope you got it this time, Alberto, man. It's straightforward, man. Pick your 10 predictions and rank them from 10 to 1. If they come through tomorrow night, those that you rank, if you rank something as a 10 and it comes through, that's 10 points for you, 9 points for you, so on and so forth. Add them all up. And if you win, if you beat everybody else in your contest, then you win the prize. Simple and plain, man. Simple and plain, man. You know what I'm saying, JLs? I can't say I can't explain it any more than that, man.
Yeah, it can't be any more clear than that, though.
Yeah, man. Smokestack, you already know. Smokestack, appreciate you. All right, JLs, go ahead and wrap up, man. I'm gonna put it on you.
All right, yo.
Hold on, let me get the theme music back on. All right, JLs.
All right, here we go. SoundCloud. Dropped a new episode of the podcast on SoundCloud. So go to my description, soundcloud.com/the-Nick-of-Time-Show. Listen to my latest podcast that was dropped today. So you can listen to that. Also, if I am waking up, I'm going to try my best to upload the video of the podcast that I recorded. So look out for that. Hopefully that'll be up tomorrow morning. Subscribe to my YouTube, please. Please subscribe so you can get the video and watch that. And yeah, also all social media, the KOT Show on Twitter, the Nick of Time Show on Instagram. All those links are in the description as well. So follow me on all platforms. And as always, check the merch. If you want to put a Zingod hat, if you want a biz bag, if you want a hoodie, if you want a t-shirt, hit the description and go to the link. It says merchandise, buy it. thenickoftimeshow.com/catalog. There you go.
There we go, Jay Ellis, and appreciate you as always, man. And I gotta beat you tomorrow night on statement games, Jay Ellis. You know?
I feel like I'm gonna beat you by 1.
Yeah, absolutely, man. And hey, listen, shout out to everybody that joined us tonight. 115-108 loss. Can't win them all. Win streak snapped. But we got another game tomorrow night against Philly. Let's see if we can bounce back. But hey, if you want to continue the conversation, leave me a comment in the chat below. In the comment section. The live stream replay will be up again at about 1:30 a.m. Eastern time, 6 a.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Eastern, and 2 p.m. Eastern. So you can chat with your fellow Knicks fans. We'll be running the replays live between tonight and tomorrow. So once again, man, appreciate everybody for coming through. You can follow me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram at KnicksFanTV. And yeah, let's shout out some people in the chat. Jay Ellis.
All right, cool. Shout out to Periscope, Knicks Guy 1.
Keith Sinclair, appreciate you. Go ahead, Jay Ellis.
Yeah, Christian Borgen, Macau 9366. He's a mainstay. Anthony Howell, what's good?
SS Television, what's going on? Nick Constantinides. It's a Greek name. Shout out Nick. Above the rim, appreciate you. Alfredo, appreciate you. Alfredo said he spelled his own name wrong. Alfredo, you got a lot going on, man. Smokestack, appreciate it. Don Day, appreciate it, man. Big Shaq, Alex Collins, appreciate you calling in. Smash that thumbs up button for your boys. Before you go, very important, just hit that thumbs up on the YouTube video to support us.
Yep, Southside Prince on Facebook, Carlos Marciano.
Yeah, man. Cochise.
Cochise, all right. Big Power Ride Joseph on Facebook was good. Monte Russell.
Absolutely.
I see you came in a little later.
CP Monte. The artist said support the Black Thought album. Always support the Black Thought album. Was there a new album that came out? Leave me a comment on the video.
Oh, new Black Thought?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think Bleak dropped too, didn't he?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not checking for them. Memphis Bleak.
He's still making music. Meek.
I was about to say Memphis Bleak. I'm not checking for no damn Memphis Bleak.
What?
Not no more. Not no more, man. The Coming of Age is my joint, though. The Coming of Age is my joint. Was that Siegel? Coming of Age. Was that Siegel or Bleak? I forgot, man.
Man.
Them days of Rockefeller, that was my era, man. That was my era. You know what I mean?
Anderson .Paak too, though.
Yeah. I got to check that Anderson .Paak as well.
There's some joints on that.
Yeah, man. Factuals. All right, man. Tomorrow night, Kristen George, appreciate you. Christian Grogan. Tomorrow night, see you guys. Knicks, Philly. We out of here, man. Peace.